Hi ladies and gentlemen, this is Michael Bainenson and I'm actually so excited. I rarely use these words, but I am here at the first 500 kilowatt V4 kiosk, V4 cabinet Tesla Supercharger, and I'm extremely excited, I keep using that word, to charge the Silverado here. Why? Because at a 3.5 cabinet chargers, the max I could get was 178 kilowatts, and then would taper down. So I was driving today, I was in the field all day planting trees for our mitigation business, and on the way to Atlanta, I was like, wow, I could stop at this charger. So I took this all the way down to 4%. We're gonna plug in, we're gonna see some really interesting data, how a 800 volt vehicle on a split pack can take the 500 kW, and also hopefully plot it and see for how long it does take it before we see some tapering down. So, okay, so we have our adapter plugged in. I'm gonna use an older phone because I have you on camera. This is an old iPhone 12 that I use for backups in case the main one gets stolen. So we're at a charger called 1C, so let's go pull it out and see if the cable is long enough. Yes, it is, and plug it in, and let's initiate the charge. So I'll show you right here. We're gonna go 1C. We're gonna start charging, and let's see what happens. Oh, we have a lockdown in the connector, and will it work? I heard some clicking in the cabinet. It says starting, initializing a charge, and let's see what that's gonna give us. I'm gonna screen record this so that I can use it later for data. There we go. 79, 131. Come on, give us some more. 219. Yes. Come on. Let's go a little higher than that. 288. Yes. Oh, the truck is feeling it because I can hear the fan spinning up. Come on, come on. 344. Let's see Tesla. Finally. Finally. Come on. Let's give us our 345. Okay, I'll take 345 any day. Well, we have it screen recording, so I'm gonna definitely plot the, and as I told you, I'm at 4%. So I will, oh, what do we have? Non-Tesla charging, we ran into an issue. Ladies and gentlemen, something is not happy. Okay, I guess we can't really charge with V4s. Okay, let's try it again. Well, while I'm resetting it, I'm gonna do one more time here, and then I'm gonna move to a different stall. But this is an FU charger, yes, the folding unit charger, which if I actually able to charge, I'm gonna go look through it and let you know how it looks. But just another attempt. So we're using 1C. Let's start charging. Let's see what happens. Tesla, if you're watching, and if this is gonna happen again, you gotta do some programming, ladies and gentlemen, because that might not be working. So this is attempt number 2. We failed the first time, but the second time we heard the clicking, it initiated, and let's see what happens. 31 kilowatt. Are we in the fail step? No, 64. Excellent. Tesla pre-authorized 20 bucks. I can see it on a different screen. Come on, what do we got? 98. Don't fail us this time. Come on, you can calculate this battery pack and what it needs and how much it wants. And hopefully the Silverado doesn't blow up, which would be bad. 5%, and we're getting some juice. Come on, now there's a Pilot and there's a Rivian next close by. I can obviously go and charge there, but the point is I want to experience Tesla Supercharger in the super way. I want to see the actual defaulted to 169. Look at that. So no access to the 500 kW. Okay, that's not cool. Let's give it a little bit of time. Man, Silverado with its split pack just was not very interested in the full charge. Okay. Well, I'm gonna give it a little bit. I'm gonna move to a different stall, but before I do that, let me show you around. This is a V4 cabinet with a V4 stalls or kiosk, whatever you wanna call them, but that's not one of the main attractions. Look at this. This is the FU design, whereby the whole thing was brought on the truck and it was unfolded with all the cables and everything else in it. Even got the pedestals pre-arranged, so from the point of actual easier deployment and design, this is amazing. So let me get some nerd data for anybody that's interested. Zoom in here a little bit. What do we've got? We've got 1200 amps. I like that a lot. All right, let's peek in the Silverado and see if Charger was smart enough to, yep, it is still in split pack mode. 166, very disappointing, Tesla, very disappointing. All right, I'm gonna move to a different stall and see if we can get back to the 300. Now, I'm not sure why it's doing it. I'm not the expert, I'm not the guy that knows all the voltages. I think Kyle explained it really well from out of spec why Tesla with a 400 volt architecture, even though it's 400 plus 400, limits to 166, 178. But I was hoping, really hoping that the V4 cabinet, V4 stalls are gonna solve it, but very, very disappointing. Let's move to a different stall. I'm gonna let's use 1F. Since it's a FU installation, let's use 1F and see if that's the lucky one. Okay, perhaps third time is the charm, and we're gonna try it again. We moved to 1F, well, because it's an FU charger. See if that works. Maybe I'm not doing it right. There's a lot of experts here. We're using a Tesla adapter on a Silverado. It's 800 volts. It's supposed to take it, but for some reason it didn't take it. So let's plug it in. By the way, there are no magic dock connectors as others have reported. So we're gonna attempt to do this again. So Columbia, South Carolina, yes, 500 kilowatts. That's super cool to see. Charge here. We are at 1F. Yeah, that's the last four of my credit card, in case you need to know. All right, let's see. Attaching, I heard the clicking on the truck. It locked the ports, and I'm a little too far from the cabinet, so I can't hear it, but that is a good sign. Let's see if the truck clicks. All right, we got clicking now. Are we gonna pass to 166 mark? Don't know. I hope it is. I've been thinking a lot about trying it out. Got very lucky, but I think the physics or some combination of the electronics in the split pack configurations. Well, we passed 279. I remember in the first test, we had a failure, and we got another failure. Yep. Dear Tesla and General Motors, figure it out. This really sucks. 3 attempts, failed. Not happy. Certainly not happy. I think it's a software issue on these, how it's treating that, or it's a software issue on the Silverado with a twin pack configuration. I mean, I've seen other things try. Lucid has tried it, but it's not a split pack. So get together, have a alcoholic drink or non-alcoholic drink, but we want to use this because this is a bigger problem. This is not just this cabinet. If more of the V4 stalls and cabinets are going to be deployed, then certain customers are not going to be able to use it. So engineer it. Thank you. Talk to you soon.